What is going on, YouTube world? My name is Ghiman Mckinney, or you can call me Juice or G-Man. I'm bringing y'all the Juice Alert today, bringing y'all more great fire sports content. Be sure to hit that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Turn on the post notifications too so you don't miss a video. I do post a ton of great sports videos pretty much almost every single day. Okay, getting right to it. So if you've been hiding underneath a rock, well, the Toronto Raptors just made their first ever NBA Finals appearance, and they are facing the Golden State Warriors in the 2019 NBA Finals. Okay, so one of the big reasons why is Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi Leonard was not on the team last year. You know, he got traded to the Toronto Raptors via the San Antonio Spurs. The San Antonio Spurs traded Kawhi Leonard for DeRozan. Now, last year, the Raptors got bounced in the second round. You know, they had DeRozan on the team. They pretty much had the same exact team, okay? Coming into this year, pretty much they had the same exact team. You know, the only difference was Kawhi Leonard was swapped for DeRozan. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, gave the Raptors some heat. You know, their team president, I don't really know how to pronounce his name. It's really too hard to pronounce. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. They made a conscious decision, okay? They should get a lot of credit for, Kawhi Leonard's getting all the credit for, you know, them making the NBA Finals, okay? And that's great. You know, he's the player that they got. You know, he should be getting a ton of credit, okay? He's the reason why they're in the NBA Finals. Kawhi Leonard is putting on an absolute show. He's on a LeBron James type tear. You know, he reminds me of back when Allen Iverson led that undermined Philadelphia 76ers team all the way to the finals when they had no business being there. That's pretty much what Kawhi Leonard is doing. Kawhi Leonard's been amazing, and for my money, he's been the best player in these playoffs, considering the fact that Kevin Durant went down, he got injured, okay? So Kawhi Leonard deserves a whole lot of credit. But I gotta tell you, man, I gotta give credit to the team president. I gotta give credit to the GM of the Raptors for making that move. And they got a lot of heat for it. They said, how can you trade DeRozan? I mean, the guy's been nothing but loyal to your franchise. I mean, what are you doing trading DeRozan? Now, personally, I didn't have a channel when this move was first made, but I liked the move. I thought Kawhi Leonard was easily one of the top 6 players at the time in the world. I didn't think DeRozan was particularly great in the playoffs, you know. And you saw it last year in the playoffs, you know. I'm not saying they were a better team with DeRozan being on the bench, okay? But at times, he just was not coming through the clutch for them in the playoffs, okay? And Dwayne Casey at times sat him on the bench. And they looked better when he was on the bench versus the Cleveland Cavaliers in the playoffs. So DeRozan just is not a great player in the playoffs, okay? They need to make that move, okay? They need to switch, you know, they need to get another superstar. They need to reboot the franchise. DeRozan, he's a 4-star player, okay? He's a 4-star player at best. He's an all-star caliber player. But he's not an MVP type player, okay? He's not one of those guys that I can say, as your number 1 option, can carry you to an NBA title. And ultimately, they made the conscious decision to trade him. Also, another big move they made. They traded away Jonas Valanciunas and some of the key star players, the key role players they had for Marc Gasol. So this GM and this front office have done an excellent job of putting this team over the top into a potential title contender this year. Okay, they've done an excellent job. And they also got rid of Dwayne Casey. When is the last time that a head coach of the year, Dwayne Casey won head coach of the year, guys, and he got fired? And now I gave them a lot of heat for that. I thought Dwayne Casey, you know, I thought he did an excellent job with Toronto. I just felt they couldn't get past LeBron James. That was the reason why, you know, they were just running into a great player and a great team in the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James, okay? I thought Dwayne Casey should not have been fired. I thought you give him at least another year, okay? It would be very interesting to see, you know, if Dwayne Casey had this team, would he have made it to the finals? I don't know. But getting off topic a little bit, they made some conscious decisions. They went with Nick Nurse as the head coach, and it's worked. It's worked, okay? And the real culprit in this situation is the San Antonio Spurs, okay? So in 2011 through 2018, Kawhi Leonard, when he was with the San Antonio Spurs, okay, during that time, three of those seasons when Kawhi Leonard was on the team, you know, and arguably he was their best player for the dark end of that, you know, run in San Antonio. He was by far their best player the last 4 years when he was in San Antonio, okay? They won 60 games 3 times, okay? 3 times in the Western Conference, they finished with 60 wins, okay? The San Antonio Spurs were perennial title contenders, okay? They were perennial title contenders with Kawhi Leonard at the helm, okay? I'm going to ask you this question. You picking the Spurs next year to potentially win a title? I'm not. I mean, listen, Kawhi Leonard, you know, he's just that good of a player. And listen, I understand it, you know, there's tension between him and the head coach, Greg Popovich. Is there, you know, talk that he quit on the team when he got hurt? I don't know, but I just feel the Spurs did not enable Kawhi Leonard enough, okay? And a great player like Kawhi Leonard, a generational talent, probably one of the top 3 defenders in the National Basketball Association right now, Kawhi Leonard. He's one of the top 3 defenders, okay? He's an excellent offensive player now. He's developed a great offensive game. He can now shoot a 3. He's a decent passer now. Kawhi Leonard's one of the 3 best players in the world right now. LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Kawhi Leonard. Those are your top 3 players in the league as of today, right now, okay? Kawhi Leonard is just that transcendent of a talent. And I'm sorry, but whatever coaching changes you need to make, whatever you need to do to make Kawhi Leonard happy and not allow him to want out of San Antonio, you need to do that. You need to satisfy him. And Kawhi Leonard ultimately just did not want to play for the Spurs anymore. He didn't want to play for Greg Popovich anymore. Didn't want to play for the organization anymore. They had a reluctance to give him the green light. I mean, Kawhi Leonard honestly has been caged because in all honesty, guys, I don't think he's putting up these type of numbers that he put up in, Toronto this past year and in these playoffs right now if he was still in the Spurs. I understand it's a team game or whatever, you got to share the ball. It's a Spurs system, but really, Greg Popovich's willingness to not let Kawhi Leonard, have the green light at times was just evident, okay? And look, they did not enable Kawhi Leonard enough. They didn't make him happy, and they let him go. And as a result, the Toronto Raptors, listen, if they lose the finals, it's okay. In my opinion, this is a successful trade for the Toronto Raptors, whether they win or lose the finals, okay? And look, the Spurs are stuck with DeMar DeRozan. The Raptors potentially, what if Kawhi Leonard wins the finals this year? Is there potential he could stay in Toronto? I think so. I mean, look, if I'm Kawhi Leonard, for me personally, if I'm Kawhi, I'm leaving because at this point, I don't think you're going to get any closer to winning a title in Toronto. I think their roster is pretty much capped out. Made that great move, okay? Marcus Gasol, he's getting old. Danny Green's a no-show. He's continuing to put up donuts in the playoffs, 0 points once again. Danny Green's just tapped out. This is an old roster. Kyle Lowry is tapped out. He's not going to get any better, okay? So I think this is the closest they will get to a championship. And Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Bucks are still there. The Philadelphia 76ers are still there. The Boston Celtics will still be there, even without Kyrie Irving, okay? So I just think that Kawhi Leonard should go west. I think he should join the Clippers potentially. He could potentially go to Los Angeles to join LeBron James. I think he honestly should just go to the Clippers, okay? It'd be his own team. They have some amazing, great pieces. They have a great head coach in Doc Rivers, okay? That's where Kawhi Leonard ultimately needs to go. But man, this is just a glaring mistake by the San Antonio Spurs. They were title contenders with Kawhi Leonard. Now, last year they were an 8th seed, okay? Got bounced in the first round in 5 games. This year, a 7th seed. Got bounced in the first round in 7 games. So, again, the Spurs are clear losers in this Kawhi Leonard trade when they traded him to the Toronto Raptors from the San Antonio Spurs. The Toronto Raptors are huge winners. I just don't understand it. I mean, I don't know why the San Antonio Spurs did not enable Kawhi Leonard enough. I don't know why they didn't make him happy enough. Maybe Kawhi Leonard just quit on the team. I don't know. But for me, the clear winner is the Toronto Raptors in this situation because they're in the NBA Finals, and the Spurs, meanwhile, are getting bounced in the first round back-to-back years. Okay, you saw Kawhi Leonard's value. I mean, last year when he didn't play, they got bounced in the first round. You mean to tell me Kawhi Leonard on that team is going to not get you past the first round? Definitely, he'll definitely get you past the first round. I mean, they wouldn't have been an 8th seed if he didn't play half the year. I mean, he missed all last year, okay? And they won 48 games this year. Yeah, that's nice and all. But, in the West, you need elite players. And DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge just are not elite players. The Toronto Raptors are huge winners in this deal. And listen, Kawhi Leonard may never come around again. You never know, okay? Because think about it. Did anyone think he'd develop into this type of player? I don't know. Now, the Spurs, I have faith in them, okay? They've shown the ability to develop talent, okay? They've shown the ability to get gems out of the water. So they're going to continue to do their thing. But until they find the next Kawhi Leonard or someone comparable to him, they're going to continue to get 7th, 8th, and 6th seeds and continue to get bounced in the first round, especially in the Western Conference, okay? That's pretty much a wrap for this video right now. Be sure to like the video right now. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. If you love my content, share it with all your friends. I want this channel to really grow. Appreciate y'all for tuning in today. It's been your boy, Ghiman Mckinney. I'm Ghost.